Let's get it on.
Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready.
Welcome to the very mysterious theatrical venue that is Cambrian Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here is Nigel Benn. And it's Nigel the Dark Destroyer Benn. And when you talk about legendary fighters from England, this man has to be on the list. Roy Jones.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel Benn.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Right hand. They exchange punches. He threw a punch and just got countered. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
And he scores with the counter. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The jab misses. A perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about Ben in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the...
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
The perfect counter lands. Well done with that counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Look at that combo. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knock. There's the bell to start round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punching. Perfect punch. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Couldn't land that jab. Straight right just misses. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
You were thinking, you were smart. Don't worry about our round. Let's go out there and let's reset.
Here we go to the 4th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit, you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
It's all offense all the time. These two were made for each other. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It's bombs away. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete. And there's the bell for round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter. That counter shot lands. There's no way this fighter can go punch. Oh, wait a minute! Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Is he going to punch himself out, though? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage, so this is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. The referee determines that we're good, and we will continue to fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Catch and shoot. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Blocks that right hook. That uppercut doesn't get through. Beautiful counter shot. Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. Nigel Benn has been rocked. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Nigel Benn in big trouble. Talk about Benn in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need an... And there's the bell for round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice counter punch. Nice counter. Trying to land that jab. The Dark Destroyer goes down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did
He
that
still
come
threw the
from?
punch after he got hit. His body didn't react. His body said, "What was that?"
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What was that?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now. Did you see that? The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
Wow. That's bad.